Now that you know how to pick up glue and the right amount to pick up glue, the next thing is to attach the extension to the lashes. So pretend these are natural lashes. And there are three principles that I need you to remember before class. First is that pretend that each of this lash, the extension right here, are real lashes that you only glue to one lash. And by separating that, they're not sticking together. So it should be only one lash and you glue only to one, not two, not three. And that to prevent people from experiencing itchiness. The second principle is that all lash extensions should point in one direction, not left, not right, that each will go straight up in one direction. Third, when you glue the extension into natural lash, make sure they flush into the natural lash. That means the base of your extension should not stick out, or it should point the other way or any other way. It should be nicely tucked and flush to the natural lash. So pretend the black line is the lid of your lashes. Make sure when you glue them that you don't touch the client lid or the skin. That you try your best to glue them as close as possible to the lid. And for perfection, that all the lashes that you glue should all line up a certain amount of millimeter away from the lid. Usually we recommend about 0.05 millimeter away from the lid. As long as they don't, I'd rather you glue them far, but not. When you glue, that beads are very thick. Make sure your glue are fresh. When you get a certain thickness, that means your glues are start to dry up. So in this case, if that happens, you can just use the tweezer and disperse the bead. But, make sure you clean your tweezer. So glues are very important. We'll address that in the class. But make sure you learn how to pick glue correctly. Make sure you have a bead. And when you glue it, you can push it down so that the bead disperses. The amount of glue in the bead will keep the lash extension last longer. If you don't get enough bead, the lash extension will fall out faster. When you experience the extension tilting to one side or the other, make sure you just hold them in position until the glues are dried up. Usually when glues are fresh, your lashes are already taking a lot and it takes time to dry. The extension tend to move or twist. So make sure you hold it correctly in position. And then when it dry, you can see that it stay straight up to the direction you desire. Remember to separate lashes when you practice. I do it because practice lashes are easy to glue. When you're working with real models, their lashes have many layers and lashes may grow in many directions. So practice using your tweezer to the left hand to separate the lashes so that they don't stick together while you are gluing. And then finally, the steps to apply lashes are, you can do whatever you need to do. Separate the lashes, do whatever you do. But the last two steps, you must do it together. That is picking the glue and place it immediately down. So you don't want to be picking up glue and then separate and then put it down. So do whatever you need to do to prepare the last two steps, which is picking up the glue and then placing it down.